So in the last video we looked at products within Deer Inventory, so I want to have a look now at bill of materials, which we discussed in that video, but I just want to go into a bit more detail. So a bill of materials is essentially a product made up of other products. So this can be used a couple of ways. It can be used where you've got a physical production. So in other words, you have maybe a whole load of raw materials and you produce something like a food item or something similar, a natural item. Or it can be used where you've simply got products that are made up of others but they're not produced. So it might be, for example, in this example here, we've got a bedroom package that we sell that consists of a chair, a desk, a wardrobe and a bed. So they're not physically kind of made into a package per se, but they're all sold together. And there's a couple of differentiations between the two that we'll talk about. So if I go in here to the bedroom package, for example, now you'll see, and we talked about this just before, so bill of materials is ticked, and because the bill of materials is ticked, the new tab comes up here. And then I've got two sections here. So I've got the components I can add, and I've got labor and overheads as well. So I've said that this product consists of one bed, one chair, one desk, one wardrobe. So maybe let's say, okay, for example, let's say it contains two wardrobes. I can just click in and change them. If you have wastage, you can add it here. Again, wastage is only really used where you've got raw materials. You don't waste any wardrobes in putting this together or anything like that, but it would be used more, let's say you make bread and you've got flour and water and other things as well. You'll naturally lose some in the production. Cost per unit, which you can see here, is coming off of an average cost. You can do it based on the latest cost or a fixed purchase cost if you want to, and then if you change those, it will pick up any cost that you've got in the system. You can also have labor and overhead, so you can add labor if you have a physical labor component of putting this item together or producing this item. You can have an instruction URL, so if you've got an intranet or similar that explains to someone how to physically make one of these up, then you can have that there as well. And the last couple of bits that are really important is auto assembly and auto disassembly. So as the name suggests, this will describe whether you can automatically assemble this product and whether you can automatically unassemble this product. So in this example here, I would suggest that this does auto assemble and it does auto disassemble. So that means if we have a bed, a bedroom chair, a desk and two wardrobes in stock, and someone orders a package, we can go and get them all from the warehouse and ship them all off together. Another example of this would be, let's say you sell beer and you sell single bottles, you sell 6-packs and you sell cases of 24. If you can just take a bottle out of the 24 if you need one, then that can auto assemble and auto disassemble. The alternative of that, where you can't do that, is, for example, bread. So bread's made up of flour and water and other things as well. When you've made bread, you can't then take it back to flour and water and everything else. It has to physically be assembled and someone has to do a production run. So that's your difference between those two there. So these get ticked on as you need them. The URL if you have assembly instructions, quantities that you need, and then just save that back and you've just done that production.